The Inhuman One here, and today we're watching the Future Game Show. Welcome to the live reaction that will be posted later on my reaction channel and broken down into the best of, player pass, and of course the actual live reaction itself. We're going to be jumping right into this the reaction show. It's about 2 minutes now from start, so we're going to unmute it, get the window capture going, jump right in, and see if we can't pop the chat in there. Oh, beautiful. All right, so everybody joining us today, hopefully we're in for a treat. I do have my notepad and my pen ready, so my goal is to not mess that up. My goal is to make sure that we cover it and see what we, what awesome announcements. We've had the Summer Games Fest, and gosh, what else did we react to just the other day? Summer Games Fest and State of Play. I mean, this has been an action-packed week. I'm super excited to see what the Future Games Show has as well in store for us, but ultimately I'm just excited about the announcements. I can't take any more shadow drops. If you guys missed the Summer Game Fest reaction, it is up on the reaction channel now. The links will be in the description. Please be sure to check out that channel. It's my newest channel. It's all about reactions, reviews, unboxings, all live unscripted kind of content. After today's Future Game Show, we will be playing Lies of P, the DLC, and continuing through the Krot Zoo. So I hope you guys are ready. We got 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go. We already have our first announcement. Oh, they're just doing like the intro. I like it. I think that I saw Hell Is Us. That doesn't look too familiar for me, but it... Rainbow Six Siege? I'm just kidding. Dinosaur stuff.
Hosts, Laura Bailey and Matt Mercer.
Hello,
What's up?
everyone, and welcome to the Future Game Show Summer Showcase. My name is Laura Bailey, though you probably know me best as Abby Anderson in The Last of Us Part 2, or as one of the cast members from Critical Role.
Indeed. And I'm Matt Mercer, the man behind many video game chaos merchants, such as Like a Dragon's Mad Dog Majima and Ganondorf from Tears of the Kingdom.
I see.
But if it's a Thursday night, I also moonlight as Critical Role's Debonair Dungeon Master, where Laura tries her best to test the very limits of my abilities and sanity.
And we love it. But we're here today joining forces for a very different reason. Exclusive video game trailers.
I like to see.
Lots of them.
Indeed, and like a whole bunch of world premieres, deep dives, and developer presentations. It's frankly an irresponsible amount of video game news that will be beamed directly.
I wonder how long this is going to be.
Next 90 minutes.
90 minutes,
Don't make it sound so
guys.
scary. This is gonna be fun. Just keep in mind that if you want to wishlist any of the cool games in today's show, then you can head to the dedicated Future Game Show's Steam page.
Indeed. Once the show's
Interesting,
over, there'll
okay.
be plenty of follow-up coverage on
Didn't know it existed.
GamesRadar.com and the Future Game Show YouTube channel.
Well, I think that's all of the housekeeping out of the way. So let's kick things off with our very first world premiere.
Oh, here we go, guys. Here we go. Frigate Gemini. Gemini.
Pull up Navtech.
Just a sec. Got it.
Right?
Taki.
Futuristic.
Your coping right quick, okay?
Just want to do him justice. Stuck his neck out for us. Least we can do is get him out alive.
Are we thinking horror? Are we thinking like Mass Effect style? What are we thinking?
To a man with a hammer, just about everything looks like a nail.
Aim for show. Time to say oh yeah with our hammer.
Missile range in 1 minute.
And thrusters engaged.
We going for a spin.
What kind of flight pattern is that? My gosh. Owlcat Games. So far we haven't seen any gameplay, just CG, so I'm not impressed just yet.
After the large haul down this corridor, they shut down this part of the facility. Long time before our arrival. Fine. Let's see what
They're already ready. A little G-nade. Nice.
In your loader. They never look
I always tell you guys to look up in all my streams.
So far, you were right. They shut down this.
Ow. You never looked up. Idiot. Okay, so this is all CG, all cutscenes, not in-game graphics, so far I'm not impressed. If we can see any kind of combat that is reminiscent of this in the game, I might be a little excited.
What the hell happened here?
Eugene San- oh, he's infected. No. Space zombie. Ugh. Space crystal zombie. The Expanse, okay. There we go. Pre-alpha footage. They're saying, hey, look, we promise it won't look this bad.
Can I just stop breathing?
Cover-based shooter. Pre-alpha, so that's not coming out in 2026. Osiris Reborn. Interesting. I don't know.
What a way to start the show! The Expanse Osiris Reborn is an action RPG crafted in Unreal Engine 5.
Action
where you can
RPG.
immerse yourself in the universe of the beloved TV series. Make sure it's on your wish lists.
Sounds pretty awesome. And we're treating you to another world premiere right now and swapping sci-fi for fantasy in the process.
That's more my style. Let's see. Expanse, I'm kind of on the fence about. What's up, Joker? How are you doing? Thank you for stopping by. Let's take a look and see what the future game show has for us.
I used to swear
Ooh.
by my father's oath to protect the wards. is to
Nordic stuff?
protect Our people.
Her accent's
And it claims our
unique.
lives. What's one life lost for the sake of the many?
And now, what do you swear by today?
Ooh. Time powers.
The one that matters
I
is
love the
my
female
blood,
protagonist.
and I will kill the people who took him from me.
God. Combat looks okay. It looks a lot like Ninja Theory's the crazy woman. The crazy Nordic woman with red hair and crazy facial expressions. Can't remember the name of that game. Whoa! That looks nice. I mean, that's a little stiff and awkward in terms of the animation, but
Rin, take my hand.
oh gosh. Zombies. I like that.
Pestilence must be.
This is definitely more up my alley, though. A lot more gameplay that they're showing. It's not the most amazing. It looks very decent. It's certainly current gen. It's the animations are a little stiff.
The wards are breaking.
I like the female protagonist, though. Like the ability to interact with your environment, kind of like rewind time kind of thing. The sliding animation, which is really awkward and didn't seem very well polished, but Echoes of the End. What? Wow. This summer, my gosh.
We're thrilled to reveal Echoes of the End, a narrative-driven fantasy adventure coming later this year.
Never even
Stop
heard
there.
of it.
Here's another world premiere.
It's important
Wow.
to note that this is your very first look at the game, but
How many world
from what I can
premieres?
tell, there's evil residing in these woods.
All these world premieres. Premiere. Pre-alpha gameplay, my gosh. Is this like the new catchphrase? It's a Souls-like. Souls-light. This looks like a horror game. Are we going Slender Man, Blair Witch? Nope, this is Japanese horror setting. I can tell by the light fixtures. Please don't prove me wrong. Yeah, it's the 1000% Japanese. With those structures and those gates there. It is getting dark in this game. Okay. Pre-alpha. It looks nice for pre-alpha, that's for sure. Visuals for games like this seldom are bad unless it's like made by one person. Old janky bird there. You wake up in a forest with no memory. With no map and just a flashlight to light your steps. With the feeling you're always watched. The whispers are all around you. Try to remember. And find your way home. That's like a lot of seasons we have to go. Maybe puzzle-based horror. Whispers in the fog. Okay. Pascal Cianti. Interesting.
An isolated cabin in the woods. What could possibly go wrong? That was your first look at Whispers in the Fog.
It's a psychological horror game from a supremely talented solo developer. Be sure to give it a wish
Solo
list if you like
dev.
PC.
And next up, we've got a trailer for an open-world action RPG based on the beloved anime, The Seven Deadly Sins. Let's check it out.
We saw this already. We saw this in the Summer Games Fest announcement. This is not a world premiere. You can't say that. Seven Deadly Sins Origin. If I was a fan of the anime, this would be something that I would look forward to playing. It almost looks like any standard JRPG where you go through and you have beautiful environments, exploration. I'm not familiar with the anime. I haven't really watched it more than just a few moments at the time. Never watched a full episode or anything, so I'm not very knowledgeable in it. Oh, that's nice. Very epic. Certainly oh, maybe it's more like Genshin Impact. I can't tell if it's JRPG or what. The combat seems pretty dynamic, though. The piggy. And ouch. I thought that was Kirby's wand for a second. Pre-register now. Coming to PS5 and Steam. Sorry, Xbox. Gosh,
The Seven Deadly Sins Origin.
they're either
is
very
coming soon to
inclusive
PC
or
and
not. I've
PS5.
seen in all
And you
these
can
game
pre-register
shows so
now
far.
At 7origin.netmarble.com.
Okay, it's time to learn about what's coming in Season 7 of free-to-play Destructo shooter, The Finals. Let's take a look.
The Finals. Never heard of it. Season 7. How come I've never heard of this? Boxhead. I have never heard of this in my life. What is this game?
Where have you been? Then just stick around.
And not that you need any more reasons, but it's time to move on and talk about hurdling, a shepherd simulator with
What just
a
happened?
whole lot of soul. Let's find out when you can get your hands on it.
What just happened there? Was that like a glitch? This is maybe pre-recorded, because there's no audience. That's probably pre-recorded, guys, and that's why that just glitched out. So I don't know what the hell was happening with that game. What are these yaks? Yak Simulator. Puzzles. Whoa, that's not good. He's dead. Can we use our shepherd stick to kill the birds? That seems like that's a friendly bird. Grass. Give him grass. Hurdling? Hurdling.
Hurdling launches later this year, but you can try guiding those adorable calicorns right now by downloading the demo, which is out now on Steam.
Demo now.
What's next one?
Interesting.
Sleep Awake, which is anything but cute. It's a first-person psychedelic thriller that explores the realm between slumber and death. This game is helmed by Corey Davis of Spec Ops: The Line and Robin Fink of Nine Inch Nails.
Let's
Back
take a
up.
closer look then.
cannot sleep.
In-game capture.
cannot
Finally.
sleep.
Not pre-alpha.
I must not sleep.
Oh gosh. Must not sleep. Eyes out. Blumhouse Games? Oh my gosh, Blumhouse making games now.
This way.
Oh wow. Live action capture as well. Oh,
You're not ignoring me now, dear, are you?
no? From creative detectors Corey Davis, Robin Fink.
This is all perfectly natural.
Oh, his nards. They're moving weird. So they're gonna have a mix of like live action screen, you know, things that you see plus actual game stuff.
Give me your eyes.
Give me a drop. Sleep awake. Okay, yes. That's not annoying at all.
Sleep Awake is coming soon, so drop it on
2026.
your wish lists.
We've got
Blumhouse
a
game, huh?
presentation for Eric Solm, The Stolen Dream, up next. It's a cinematic isometric stealth game set in the year 1900.
Oh, isn't that the year you were born?
I am a few months younger than you, Laura.
I don't think so. No.
Like, I promise.
I must find her
He's
That's a period piece shooter.
before he does.
Eric Sholm.
Eric's Home is
Eric's
a
Home.
game set in kind of a fantasy version of the early 1900s, and it has a Scandinavian theme style to it. I would describe it as a stealth puzzle game with a very strong emphasis on story, where you play up to 3 playable characters that you switch between, and
Stealth
they have
puzzle?
their own special abilities that you need to use together to kind of solve situations and puzzles in a kind of interlaced way where everyone's involved.
It's in this setting of a Scandinavian nature, which not only resonates with me, but with the rest of the world because it's so unique. It's always nice to see something new that people can relate to.
So I've worked a lot with like lighting and 3D rendering, cinematic lighting, stuff like that. So Anders showed me a rendering of one of the movies.
The lighting looks
Just-
fantastic. Those are
I thought it
cutscenes,
was
of course,
so
but it's
beautiful.
still
Then he said,
expertly
so,
done.
what I want from you is I want
The
you to make
gameplay
this
footage
movie
looks
like-
solid too, honestly. I mean, it looks
playtested the game
fine.
A lot, and what people usually say is that it feels like I'm playing a movie, but in a great way.
Yeah, it looks very
Rendering
cinematic,
games was
even in the
based
gameplay, almost
on
like
the idea
it's like a Sims
that
top-down
if you have
kind
the
of
right
angle.
Mix of people, then
You guys playing the flute.
perhaps a really small
Love it.
team can still make something that's actually pretty cool.
Interesting from the angles and stuff. I don't know if I like the period piece part of it, just because it's not an interesting time for me, but I just could see a lot of people enjoying that.
Couch, and I just enjoy a fresh build. The story just gets to perform. You're just drawn right in. It's a magical feeling.
I'm really
I'm interested in the
excited
story.
for players to just discover this world. Eric's Home is coming to Xbox, PlayStation, Steam, and Epic Game Store.
Everything.
And we have an exclusive trailer that we're about to show you that will reveal the release date.
Nice.
I hope you enjoy.
Excellent, excellent. I mean, again, cinematics are always beautiful nowadays. The gameplay looks really crispy too. I do enjoy. It's not necessarily action and crazy combat. It's more so puzzle and stealth. That could be lots of fun. I would need to be drawn into it by the story. You'll never see me. Oh, he's good. What was that noise? It's like Metal Gear Solid, but Scandinavian. Oh, it is like Metal Gear Solid. They're literally choking people out, dragging bodies. If I see someone in a box, I'm gonna flip. What was that noise? Uh-oh. Angry Scandinavians. Oh gosh. Coming to you today. July 15th, 2025. Wow. right around the corner.
Thank you so much to our friends at River End Games for that window into the world of Eric's It's coming to PC, Xbox, and PS5 on July 15th.
Everything.
Wish listed on Steam or
I
the
gotta
Epic
sneeze.
Games Store. All right, now we've got a new trailer for a cel-shaded shooter with gameplay inspired by the Stalker series. Here's the latest trailer for The Explorator.
The Explorator. That's not a word. All right, let's see. Whoa. Giant plants. We've got the owl from Clash of the Titans. Spiders from Wrath of the Titans. Church. Little Mothra looking thing. Everything's like stained glass or almost cyberpunky. Steampunk, I would say, actually. Atlantis. Where's the shooting? Seahorse. Diver guy. He did say shooter, did he not? I like the world so far. It's almost like a steampunk fantasy. Oh, wow, that's great. That looks good. That is like, that's in-game. Yeah, that's in-game graphics. That looks good. Oh, and I love me some cell shading. That's so cool. Almost hand-drawn in certain regards. Come on, keep going. Keep showing. Ah, I wanted to see more combat. Early access available now. EA now. Okay, that is a strong maybe for me. We're gonna do player pass. We're gonna have to go through and see which one we really
Explorator
like.
is launching into early access today, so go
Wow.
check it out on Steam and support the developers on the road to launch.
Yeah.
Constance is up
Think
next.
about that.
A Metroidvania where you wield the power of a paintbrush to escape a decaying inner world.
Move into my intro.
Constance is the page that actually led me to the Future Game Show, so thank you so much, Constance, and the dev behind it. It's a Metroidvania, so that's I'm already kind of sold. For some reason, it reminds me of Celeste. Oh, she becomes paint? Is that what just happened? Leonardo. Ooh, that hurts. Yes, she does become paint. Check the squids from that one Nintendo game. A janky what? Oh, make it. Yep, you got a pogo. Looks good. You're on your own, child. Out of my sight now. We know there's no voice acting. That's not a problem, though. These games typically don't have that. Boss fight looks great. Giant whale from space eating us. Spider lady. I like that. November 24th. Okay, that's doable.
Constance is coming to PC on November 24th, but there's a demo available on Steam if you want to go give it a go after the show.
Those of you who
Wow.
have tuned in before will know that during every Future Game Show, we create a trio of deep dives into some of the
There's
most
so many games
exciting
coming out,
upcoming
guys.
games. Our ones to watch, you could say.
First game we're tackling for the summer showcase is Titan Quest II. Now, fans have been waiting since
Titan
2006 for a
Quest.
sequel to Iron Lore's cult classic action RPG, and the good news is, it's right around the corner.
So let's dig into the details with the
Titan
help
Quest
of
2.
Grimlore Games.
Let's take a look and see. Games to watch. Make you a hero. Most likely to make you a hero of myth. Ooh. Obviously, this is cinematic, but I like the style.
Titan Quest 2 is kind of your Diablo-esque action RPG, but it's set in ancient Greek mythology. You really
Nice.
can immerse yourself in what you associate Greece with. You'll be fighting
Show me these
mythological
Diablo
monsters, some of which we came
mechanics
up
you
with
speak of.
ourselves, some of which are from Titan Quest 1. Greek mythology also has become very much part of pop culture in the last 2 decades. Some other games have had great success with this, and we thought that we have this great IP on our hands, why not use it? In Titan Quest 2, you'll be playing as a rather unknown hero character. You're not really a hero yet. You're
honestly just training to
Hero in training.
be a capable fighter. You have a master called Aristano. She's from Sparta and used to be a priestess of Nemesis, as you'll find
Looks
out later.
great.
You will build up your own worth over time as you prove yourself in front of the gods. Gameplay-wise, Titan Quest II is
God
very
of the
much a
Wild.
classic ARPG. But we've got our own twists in there with like the mastery system, for example.
Bullet
where
hell, baby.
You merge 2 masteries.
Can you
into
roll in this
one
game? Jesus.
Instead of just being given classes. So you have to find these little entanglements that you can have between the 2 masteries, these synergies, and make the best use of them possible.
Wow. Okay, I'm as a Path of Exile 2 fiend. This seems interesting to me.
You can take your character in multiple directions. Mixed classes is something we support quite a lot, actually. But the core fantasies of just a tanky warrior, of course you're gonna have that. You can take your character in many directions, and choice is at the core of our game.
Tank plus archer, love that. Get the range and melee.
So each of them has like these several modifier choices that you can equip into your skill. This is our little innovation in this space.
Okay, so we're gonna have some customization.
We are not going to be doing any microtransactions in this game because we don't believe in that form of monetization in general.
I respect that.
We're doing traditional DLCs, however. So after the 1.0 launch, we'll be putting out large
I respect
DLC
that.
packs, which will include additional chapters.
No microtransactions, guys.
Bosses, creatures, areas, and masteries, of course. So Titan Quest II will be coming to Steam Early Access very soon. You can wishlist it now already. And we're looking for a summer timeline for this. And then later, the other platforms.
Wow. Early access and then summer 25. That's going to be interesting. I might take a look at that one, guys. Only because I've been so intrigued by Path of Exile 2 and games of that sort now really interest me.
On Steam or the Epic
Is he lost?
Games Store. Wait, legendary actor Yui Lowenthal?
The Spider-Man to my MJ? What are you doing here?
Hey guys.
Spider-Man?
I was just, wandering the sound stages, taking in the sights and smells.
Wait, what? Who is this
then
guy?
I heard you guys making noise about video games out here, and I thought I'd join in.
Okay, well, I mean, since you're already here, why don't you take the next trailer? Well, right?
I mean, if that's okay with you guys, I don't
No,
wanna...
it's great. Work your magic. We'll just be over here.
All right. Got you. Well, get ready, folks, because it's time for another world premiere.
Uh-oh.
This one's a follow-up to a beloved puzzle adventure that launched back in 2020.
2020? Puzzle adventure? What happened then? It was such a busy time.
I have seen things that should be forgotten.
Out of the blue.
I've tried to escape my past.
This looks Lovecraftian already. Something darkness, something madness.
I've had enough of death and madness.
Ah.
But the world is
What I just said.
changing. Some now search for answers in the far reaches of the world. For shocking secrets,
Puzzles.
dizzying marvels,
Graphics.
for there lies
The smoke monster from Lost.
in this world of man
Atlantis.
a mocking and incredible
Call of the Elder
shadow
Gods.
out of time.
Call of the Elder Gods, starring yours truly, is a Lovecraftian
Really?
narrative puzzle adventure coming soon to PC and consoles. So get it on your wish lists ASAP.
So you weren't just wandering the lot then?
I mean, I was, but then, it's called marketing, Matt.
Yeah, Matt. Classic marketing.
Classic.
Anyway.
All right,
Called
catch you later.
Space.
Fire.
Self-promotion at its finest.
Hell yeah, thanks for coming, man. Bye.
Get out of here. That was the plug.
Okay, so while I go make sure there's no other voice actors hiding on set, we'll burn out to some back-to-back trailers.
I'll stay here.
Back-to-back trailers. I see 4 games.
Bio course. How hard could it be?
Oh gosh. Nice.
Hard.
Capture the flag. Come on. We already saw a game like this in the Future Game Show. What is it with these shooters? It's like a neo-punk shooters. Ascendant.
narrative puzzle adventure coming soon to PC and consoles.
What is
so get it on
happening?
your wish lists ASAP.
So you weren't just wandering the lot then?
I mean, I was, but then...
I saw Ascendant, but I don't know about the release date or anything because it glitched out again. It's not... That means I'm just watching the show. It seems that it was pre-recorded.
Hell yeah, thanks for coming, man. Bye.
Are we gonna watch that again?
Okay,
So we had Ascendant, which is on the far right, and there's 3 others that we...
We'll burn out to some back-to-back trailers.
I'll stay here.
I didn't touch anything, guys. That's just the show. Pre-recorded, man. That was kind of the thing. Going live is just as difficult, honestly, so I don't blame them. Okay, so Neopunk shooters. Capture the flag on crack. So again, like I said, it's these quirky little shooters that we've seen time and time again. They try and make these memorable characters that just may or may not be worth a damn. Yeah, they try and be like super like, whoa, that was groundbreaking.
Welcome to Veil.
Oh, that's interesting.
A turn-based tactical RPG.
Yeah.
With a rogue
tactical, because you got the movements and everything.
You play as Ash, a shipwrecked castaway with no memories and a big ass.
The vagabond.
See if I remember how to use it.
Yep, he still has it.
After a bloody civil war, you wake up trapped on a mysterious island filled with monsters, cultists, and a whole lot of zombies.
Suffice to say, I want to be the zombie voice actor. Wrathful Muspura? What does that even mean? Why does Soraya look so
with an emphasis on speed and brutality? That means a small party, tight battle maps, and enemies that can drop you in just a few hits. To stand a chance, you'll have to master each ally's unique kit.
What is that key?
That's frontliner Marco, glass cannon caster Laurent, or backstabbing cutthroat Emile.
Backstabbing cutthroat Emile.
Abilities work on a cooldown, so you'll have to think smart and learn to juggle.
I mean, tactical RPGs could be lots of fun. It's just,
surrounding this rock solid core is a
I don't know if it's just for me. I'd have to kind of ease into that style.
Unpredictable challenges. Face off against cool bosses.
Yeah, those are cool bosses.
Beacon of the dead.
Okay, voice acting.
Shipwrecked. Then head back to town, where you can unlock upgrades, chat with allies, craft equipment.
It's so funny how it's like it breaks the immersion when they talk like that, and then they have a medieval kind of style game. I mean, it's funny, but it's just it breaks the immersion for me.
Then come back and
get your wrecked.
Lost Eidolons, Veil of the Witch. Early access available now on Steam, and coming soon to Xbox, PS5, and Nintendo Switch.
Early access now. Okay. I'm glad that we didn't skip out on the other. There should be 2 other games. Popucom? The hell is that? Like Popucom, maybe? Oh, watch out. It's gonna get you. Boss fight? This game just doesn't belong in our generation. It's just, it looks a little just dated, you know? The same platforming puzzle type mechanics. You know, that's cool that you switch. It seems like there's mini games and stuff. Switch between side scrolling and not rail kind of sequences. But it's almost like wanting to be Astrobot in that game with the ink, like I always tell you about, the Squidbillies or whatever. The Nintendo Squidbillies. The boss fights look cool. But it just seems, I don't know. Like the style's dated, you know? June 2nd, official launch? So it's already out?
Can anyone hear me?
Dispatch to Unit 1. There's an ongoing fire.
Unit 1 to dispatch. Copy.
Work in progress, gameplay, footage captured. Yeah, right.
Break that door open!
Let me get that sturdy pelican first.
Fireman Simulator. Break the door. This looks like it's a mobile game, honestly. It's got those same kind of graphics and animations. This is a AAA fire simulator game.
The world is full of them. Sons and daughters of farmers with too much bravery.
Wait. We just saw firemen. Now we're looking at elves?
But What is a hero without a princess to save?
What?
Without dragons to slay? Nothing. That's where you come in. As an agent at the
Did the Fireman game just
and Arcane Affairs,
get
you will ensure
pushed
everything
aside?
is as it should be for the hero's arrival.
Inside this cave, you'll find a necromancer.
Audit villains and their layers?
Is a complete and
Oh gosh. We're like a risk assessment team for a medieval fantasy game.
The book is titled Hellgates Anew, Your First Ritual Sacrifice.
As it turns out, putting the soul of a demon inside of a skeleton is a touch more tricky than you might imagine.
Yeah, it's not easy.
Can anyone hear me?
What in the pre-recorded mess is this, man? I have some problems with that because there's been 3 instances already. That's now 4 instances.
Dragons to slay.
All in the same sequence here.
That's where you come in. As an agent at the Bureau of
I'm not touching anything. This is actually just a pre-recorded mess. It's happened 4 times now.
Inside this cave, you'll find a necromancer who, according to our reports, is a complete and utter
I mean, this is very frustrating. So far, the Future Game Show's had the worst presentation. It was pre-recorded and it has 4 issues of it just skipping ahead, completely overlapping and overwriting like previous trailers and segments.
Members of the United Builders Union of Enchanted Settlements hereby announce a strike, effective immediately.
I think the concept's cute for this particular game. You're like an inspector, and then you check in the caves and things like that of the nefarious villains. That's pretty cute. I don't know how we're the hero necessarily. Maybe we're the hero pretending to be an inspector.
They felt good, but incompetent evil is still evil.
I mean, it looks decent, very bright visuals, very colorful. I like that. The style's, you know, very friendly and whimsical.
Newest agent to the cause.
The Bureau of Fantastical and Arcane Affairs.
Fantastical and Arcane Affairs today.
Oh, that's one for the critters. The Bureau of Fantastical and Arcane Affairs is coming later this year.
And now for something completely different. This one's for the fans of shooters, anime, and Y2K aesthetics.
That's me.
Shooters, anime, and what? Nike, maybe? I've never really played that game. Ooh, it looks cool, though. The style looks sick. The ammo runs dry. WTF Studios and Team Waifu. Oh. This is gonna be exciting. Why was that the codec sound? Kept you waiting, huh? Strawberry grenades. Fizzy pop soda. 9mm and whatever kind of gun that is. Movement shooter and base builder. Okay, how are we combining those?
But what is a story without a good hero at its helm?
That's 5 times, guys.
With one unsanctimonious swing,
5 instances that it's repeated this. This is the Bureau of Fantastical and Arcane Affairs. It's completely... This we've seen 3 times now, and it's interrupted the Fireman game, which completely would look like ass anyways, but the point is, we don't even know the name of that game. If I paid for advertisement space on this show, I would want my money back.
Oh, that's one for the critters.
But now they're gonna go for the movement-based shooter and base building anime thing, but...
This one's for the fans of shooters, anime, and Y2K aesthetics.
That's me.
Y2K aesthetics? What are you talking about? That's 5, guys. I'm keeping track now because that's actually absurd. There's been so many shows and I have not had any issues with them like this. They completely skipped it. That's like they fast forwarded and they went back a little bit.
Waifu Tactical Force is a 3v3 anime shooter coming soon to PC, but you can jump into the open playtest on Steam after the show.
Now we've got a trailer for an action platformer inspired by the ancient art of paper folding. Let's take a look at Hirogami.
That's Hirogami. We saw this already. The style looks really, really neat, I think. It's just not a game that I think I would enjoy necessarily. I mean, it's fun. I think I'd have some fun with it, but I don't know if I'd be like, oh my gosh, this is incredible. Visuals are fantastic. It truly does look like paper. It's got like this nice, almost like stop motion kind of look to it. An animation style. Clearly you can change the different forms that you take and clear puzzles, which is always nice. But again, I don't know how much more it's going to be. How intense will combat be? How good is the story going to be? All that. The world looks beautiful and it looks like lots of fun, but it's just kind of like more of a platformer than anything else. Puzzle-based platformer, if you will. Very nice. Yeah, I mean, it looks fun. It would be a fun game to play. It's just not one that I would very likely feature on the channel or play back-to-back sessions with. I'd just check it out every once in a while if I'm just, you know, downtime. But it looks like a fun game world. And again, if the combat was there, I think it would be lots of fun. But that would look like a boss fight to me. I mean, it looks cool. Available September 3rd. Demo now.
Hirogami is coming to PC and PS5 on September 3rd. Fold it into your wish lists on Steam and the Epic Games Store. And check out the free demo, which is...
That was not very witty. Fold it into your wish list? The hell?
Okay, time for an update on Eve Frontier. This is CCP Games' Spacebound Survival MMO.
Eve Frontier? Eve Frontier, okay.
Is an invitation for everyone that have had the idea in their brain to make a game. And often the best way to make a game is to start and modify an existing game. We have now created an MMO server-side modding platform, and we offer an invitation to you to come and build with us. You can build tools, you can build worlds, you can do so many things. And this is a great way to start your game development adventure by sort of playing around in the amazing survival space horror sandbox we have created.
Space horror sandbox. So it's a giant sandbox MMO.
We very much wanted to make a sandbox experience where most of the things and the infrastructure in the game would actually be built by players.
Wow.
But we did build quite a bit of it ourselves. Seeing what emerged from Eve, especially when it comes to the third-party development ecosystem, we could actually give a lot more agency to players to literally build the world. So as we go through this process of stripping down to a survival game, we are on the other hand building up an amazing modding platform. Basically what Eve Frontier enables third-party developers is to mod the actual server, creating additional...
So if the player base sucks, then you're not going to have an amazing game. If you have a good player base that's dedicated, you can have some pretty cool worlds.
Has never been seen before. But this is very much inspired by the third-party ecosystem that is developed around EVE Online. We are basically supercharging that with the smart assemblies and the modding platform we built into Frontier. And what we have seen so far in our various hackathons and events, and what we've just seen in the sort of builder community overall, absolutely delivers on that vision in space.
That's interesting. Not a founder access, okay.
Founder access for Eve Frontier is available now. You can head to evefrontier.com to jump in and find out.
Very interesting. Not my kind of game. I like the game to be made for me, and then I dive into the world. I don't like to create the world myself.
Racing game that covers the history.
Racing game? It's a pass for me already. But let's take a look at the trailer and see what it's all about. The visuals, yikes. They're not going for hyper-realism, that's for sure. It's almost like freaking Lego people. Gogeta, Gogeta! Who are these Minecraft folks? I mean, this is a game being released in 2025 with the technology we have available to us. I don't understand why they'd go with such simplistic kind of controls. The tracks, you can just go straight there when you're turning. You know, it's like Maybe it's going for like you have different views, camera views, viewpoints, and that makes it more immersive or fun or challenging, but I don't know, man. Like, who is the demographic and the intended audience for this? The visuals are just not very good. How serious are we going to take it? Like, the racing fans, the people that like the F1 games and all that, I don't think that they would enjoy this. This is more so like, hey, I like F1. Son, do you want to try a kid version of it? A really watered down version of it? I don't understand the purpose of games like this. Like, it doesn't seem like a passion project. Formula Legends, yeah, no thanks. Pass.
Formula Legends is racing towards release on PC and consoles, but you can play the demo now on Steam and also wishlist it on Steam or the Epic Game Store. But for now, let's keep it rolling with our Ones to Play section, which is a future game show staple. It's a montage of exciting games that you can play on Steam right after the show.
So far, a little underwhelmed with the announcements.
Don't hesitate to download a demo and dig in.
The previous two shows have had a lot more exciting announcements.
Catastrophe. This is an action roguelike where you play as a kitty abducted by aliens and repel enemies with your trusty sidekick, the Star Cursor. Players can mod Polo's abilities to settle on a unique playstyle and pick
Oh, get it.
interstellar environments.
I think the cat turned into an alien. Phase
Next up,
0.
We've got Phase 0, a survival horror throwback with fixed cameras and immersive
Oh, that's
environments.
throwback as balls. You got the tank controls and everything.
Can you solve puzzles and
Only on
tangle with
PC.
monsters to make it out alive?
Catastrophe looked a lot better in my opinion, just in regards to like, is it playable for me?
Roguelike with a city builder twist. You recruit,
Roguelite.
train, command a crew of warriors in strategic turn-based battles, then develop a coastal city in the interim.
Bunch of PC games.
Annals of history and spill buckets of
Catastrophe is most likely Steam as well.
Last but not least,
How to
we've
Escape.
got How to Escape, Lost Submarine. With one player on PC or console and the other using a mobile companion app, you'll communicate and collaborate to complete puzzles and stop the outbreak of war. No pressure.
Interesting. Yeah, no pressure. Cool with the collaboration. I do like
That
that.
was our Ones to Play montage. Be sure to follow up on anything that caught your eye.
But let's keep
A little
on sailing
underwhelming in my
with another
opinion.
exclusive trailer for a naval combat simulator set in the late 18th century.
Naval Combat Simulator, okay. Ahoy is a work in progress. All footage is captured in blah blah blah. So we know it's called Ahoy.
Every voyage begins with a plan.
Look at those eyebrows. Okay, ow, ooh. We know that's clearly a cinematic. Unreal.
A vision etched on parchment.
Did they really have those little rat tail things? Rat tail ponies. I do like the sword. It looks sick. Can I use the sword? Is that Elon Musk?
Others fear.
The guy looked like Muscaroni.
Fame and fortune. The life of a sea captain is one of duty and relentless pursuit.
I need gameplay footage, please.
True riches are not in gold and jewels, but in the stories we bring back, and the legend we become.
There's no way the water looked that beautiful, right? Maybe in the islands, but there's no way coming home it looked like that. That does look nice. But no gameplay footage so far. I don't know what the hell this game's about.
So we
Ships.
chart our next course. We sail. We fight.
There's Elon again.
We endure.
Why is everybody like,
And life is the voyage.
Artemide. So Artemis? Didn't see a second of gameplay footage. To me, like, what is the purpose of doing a trailer like this? I don't understand.
Join the crew today on Kickstarter.
To see what? To see more of the Elon Musk looking guy and more CG cinematics? That's just very disappointing. Kickstarter project?
Check out the funding drive for Ahoy at ahoy.gg/Kickstarter. And you can also wishlist the game on Steam or the Epic Games Store.
The spotlight montage is up next, so say goodbye to our corporeal bodies.
Bye.
Hello to our disembodied voices.
I like
what
it.
That means to say with that Gothic
The
vocabulary.
far left
is
looks
that we'll be
interesting.
back on stage
Far right
once
does
we've
as
talked you
well.
Through some super cool games.
That's what I meant.
These look more like indie titles. This is the one I was least excited about. That one looks great. Okay, I'll tell you.
Flickshot Rogues is a turn-based strategy roguelike where you trade tactical trick shots for devastating damage. Across a constantly
Three-shot
shifting
rogues?
cartoon
Yeah, that's
peninsula,
pretty sick.
players will trigger
Flickshot.
explosive combos and commit to game-changing upgrades. It's coming to PC later this year, but you can try it for yourself ahead of time by checking out the free demo on Steam.
Now let's take a look at Under Par Golf Architect.
Nope.
An
That's a
all-in-one
pass.
simulator
Immediately
where
pass.
You mold terrain to create world-class courses and then try them out firsthand, as well as placing the green and obstacles between.
I just don't
You'll
get
manage
games like this. I can see how it can be
customers on
entertaining
your
for
way
some
to
people, but I have absolutely no
It's coming
interest or
soon to PC
desire.
and consoles, but you can wishlist it
I'm
now
gonna
on Steam.
scoop out the eyes.
Ascend to Zero is up next. It's a hack-and-slash roguelike where you play as the last surviving human of a devastated world. To help with that unfortunate predicament, you can freeze time to anticipate attacks and topple voxel monsters. Ascend
Cool.
to Zero is coming soon to PC, but in the
Check out the funding drive for Ahoy at ahoy.gg.
That's the 6th time that we've had an interruption like that, segment break.
The Epic Games Store.
The spotlight montage is up next.
Flickshot Rogues, I'm sure, and then Under Par, and then Ascend to Zero, right?
What Matt means to say with that Gothic
Disembodied
vocabulary
voices.
is that we'll be back on stage once we've talked you through some super cool games.
That's what I meant.
I'd be embarrassed at this point. 6 segment breaks? That is just unprofessional at this point. You know how many people are watching this?
Devastating damage. Across a constantly shifting
6 segment
peninsula,
breaks.
players will
That one
trigger
looks fun.
explosive combos and commit to game-changing upgrades.
And there's no knock on the games. It's the fact that they pre-recorded it and then they have it like
By
this.
checking out the free demo on Steam.
Now let's take
Under
a look
Par
at
again. I have to
Golf Architect,
gouge my
an
eyes out yet
all-in-one
again.
Simulator where you mold terrain to create world-class courses and then try them out firsthand.
328K.
As well as placing the green and obstacles between.
323.
You'll manage staff, budgets,
322.
and customers on your way to crafting a
This
golf
guy is
paradise. It's coming soon to PC
spending and making tons of money.
but you can wish list
Alright, and then Ascend to Zero, and then what? This game show and this reaction would have been much shorter had it not had 6 segment cuts already. Repeated segments and all that. The only thing I don't like about this is the visuals. I don't mind retro, I don't mind, that's fine. It's just in general you have like this weird mix of like grid, and then you have like heavily pixelated avatars, and then the amazing lighting. I love the lighting and stuff, that looks fantastic, but...
Or how about Animal Kind? This is a cozy cooperative town building game where you play as a crew of adorable critters.
Oh really? That use mechs.
Players will use their industrial-grade opposable thumbs to scavenge the landscape for materials and establish a community of cute creatures. Animal Kind is coming soon to PC. But if you head to the Steam page, you can sign up for the alpha playtest, which is arriving in
Alpha
July.
playtest? You have to do a playtest for a game that simple? This is the one I like.
Over an intricate overview, so I'll set this one out.
Don't Wake the
Hi,
Beast.
my name is Timek. I'm the game designer and producer
Oh,
behind
okay.
Don't Wake the Beast.
That came out of nowhere,
Don't
Timmick.
Wake the Beast is a stealth roguelike in which your goal is to steal
Oh,
as many
nice.
treasures as possible and run away from the beast.
I like this.
The tricky part is that each treasure has its weight, and the
Visuals
more you
look
pick up,
amazing.
the more noise you generate.
Oh, you have weight,
When
so you have
fail,
noise, so
there's
it's
always
stealth-based.
another run. My game will feature 4 biomes, all with unique mechanics and beasts.
See, it's
scheduled to
simple
release
but
in
fun. It's got a nice
2026.
gimmick. Again,
Rounding
6 segment
things out
breaks.
with
Pissing me off.
Worship, a cultist simulator where you try your best to bring about the end of the world.
Worship.
Inspired by Pikmin, this cute and creepy multiplayer roguelike
This is inspired by
tasks you with
Pikmin?
performing blood rites and recruiting followers to please the old ones. It's coming soon to PC, and you can wishlist it.
I mean, it's kind of cool, but I don't like culty stuff like that. Like, I love the visuals on that. This is kind of weird, you know? Kind of like Cult of the Lamb. I didn't play that either because the cultiness is weird. All the devil imagery, it's creepy.
Not even like
Still
your
looks
bad,
cool,
no.
though.
Just like you have to manage your bowel movements to survive.
Gross.
Might actually learn something. I love video games.
Poop jokes on you could have saved us some time there with the 6 segment breaks, honestly. All of the negative reviews you're about to read are real, I like this, and are written by people who were not ready for Scum. This is Scum V10, if I'm not mistaken. What is this game? This game's chaos. I'd rather buy WinRAR. Killed by indestructible robots. These are actually real reviews. See, a game that embraces their suck is good. Nobody wants to micromanage their poop. Oh. Oh gosh. Are they just beating that guy's body? Dexterity. Oh. Penis sliders are new low for society and gaming. This is insane. Game's trash, don't buy it. 2,100 hours played. What is this game? It's coming June 17th. That is hilarious.
If those inspired reviews have grabbed your attention, then we're here to help.
Yep.
That's hilarious.
You can the link on screen right now for a chance to win one of 100 keys for Scum 1.0.
And if you're not one of the lucky winners, then you'll just have to jump in with the rest of us when it launches on June 17th.
That's not too far away. That could be something we could try just for fun. I mean, you know.
Here's the latest trailer for
A drunken one plays. Is this the stupid Jurassic Park's simulator tycoon? Death Ground.
Dare to enter solo or in a squad of up to 4 players. You must do everything you can to survive in these dinosaur-infested.
Oh gosh, it's like Jurassic Park but bloody.
Hi, we're Jaw Drop Games, the indie dev team behind Death Ground.
The main threat you'll need to
The
deal with
Raptors?
is the raptors.
Raptors.
Specifically Utah raptors. So unlike velociraptors, which are much smaller, they measure around 7 feet tall.
Damn.
I'm about 5'3", so that's a pretty menacing height comparison for me.
You're
So
tiny.
most of our development time taming them, and it's been a
She's
huge
bite-sized.
challenge because-
How do you get something that size with that tail to behave all in multiplayer?
Exactly. Of course, there'll be other dinosaurs for you to deal
Yeah, I was gonna say you just have to throw a bunch of them. The
The
compies.
number one culprit for causing chaos
We know
is
those.
Compsognathus, aka the
So it's like a horror Jurassic Park game where you survive? I don't know. Is it like,
Little creatures, putting the terror
was it Dead by Daylight or whatever?
You may spot the Allosaurus, Brachiosaurus, and Triceratops roaming around in the background. And the next
Did all those dinosaurs really live together in the same period? And was it really the Jurassic
multiple maps and
period?
missions that will be playable at launch. Mission Command, the single-player tutorial and introduction level.
Geothermal, where you'll need to repair everything so you
I mean, this would be fun with friends.
Agricultural,
I think.
which has become
Oh gosh. We'll have to edit that out.
which is my personal favorite, where you'll have to sneak in and steal raptor eggs. You know,
Nice.
Science.
Each mission
For science.
is replayable and is an important
I love
piece
the
of
little
the
ones.
puzzle. Each detail or collectible that you come across will help you unlock the lore and discover the truth about the disastrous events of the past.
Death Ground is launching on Steam Early Access this year. Keep a lookout for our roadmap.
Okay. I think it'd be fun with friends.
Death Ground is launching
But I don't know
into
how
Steam
much depth
Early
it's got to
Access
it, you know?
later this year. Keep an eye out for
Early
more
access this year on
videos
PC.
that.
Again, another thing. I really only play PC games on Steam Deck, so it's like, more of a console guy. Do need to start getting a nice rig so I can play these PC games though, but
Hell is us.
not missing out too much. Hell is Us. Okay, we know we have a demo out. The demo on Steam Deck is atrocious, so I couldn't really give a proper review.
Hi everyone, my name is Jonathan Jacques Villatet, and I am the Executive Creative Director and Executive Art Director.
Oh, you're a little weird guy. I like it.
So the game that
Like
we've
his
been
style.
developing for pretty much almost 5 years now is a game called Hell is Us. So
5
the game is
years?
definitely like an action adventure game.
It is set in the world of Adia. It's a rogue state where there's a lot of really weird things happening. You play Remy.
Facts.
He was
I wish it
born
wasn't
there.
unplayable on the Steam Deck though, because I would have loved to experience it. They didn't launch a console demo, which made it kind of suck, because I would have loved to play this on console and check it out firsthand.
The adventuring is just, if you think about it, the exploration and the discovery, they're only there by theme. You had just been following marker after marker, and until the last marker is over your actual thing you needed to find. Almost all the variables connected to the exploration and connected to your discovery are given to you in a silver platter.
Mm.
So we look at it kind of like the inverse in our game because we got
Yeah,
rid of
you
all
have
those
to go
things.
out and search.
Chatting with
There are no
Jim about
waypoints. There are no markers.
games, how it was straightforward, and like you had just enough to know where to go, but not too much.
It's basically how life works if you think about it, right? We basically orient ourselves by sight and hearing. And
Yep, what you're experiencing. That then teaches you how to move on. You then learn the parameters of the world you're operating in, and I like that. It's pretty cool. No hand holding whatsoever.
The wind chimes. They will lead the way through.
You talk to NPCs and they're literally going to tell you a clue, right? So Rebecca and Jova, when she kind of hints you where the Owen convoy, the direction that it took, she says, I don't know where they went exactly, but I know they took the road that goes behind the weird monuments. And she says, you can see them from here. And as you're talking to her, behind her, quite far, you see some peculiar monument-looking thing. You're like, is that what she's talking
That's
about?
awesome.
Like, is that, if I go, and then you go there and you see the road that turns.
Yeah, and then you start seeing the trucks. You gotta wait.
The convoy did come here. I think that's kind of very unique. And
That's really nice. That's good design.
Like any game, especially a game of almost 40 hours, sometimes it works better than others. No game is absolutely perfect, but it's very much, it's the joy of exploration.
It's probably gonna be a 40-hour experience. For completionists, probably up to 60 hours, if not more, if you're slow like myself.
Of course, we can't talk about Hell is Us without talking about our monsters. And the enemies, the limbic entities, are physical manifestations of human emotions, of human negative emotions. What does an emotion look like? Who knows? So we had many iterations. We ended up with these kind of like fractally, geometrically thingies, So we have grief, ecstasy, terror, and rage. So the Hollow Walker represents a bit, it's just a husk. That's why we call it the Hollow Walker. And it's a bit like a facsimile of a human being who's felt this very strong negative
Interesting.
And then,
So it's emotions
like that, 'cause,
manifested
we tried a lot
in
of things
corporeal
and,
form.
They ended up looking like this,
Combat's pretty
You'll be able
difficult.
to play Hell is Us on September 4th, 2025 on Xbox Series X and S, PlayStation 5, and obviously PC.
That is a play for us, guys. It'll be coming out
Just
September.
now, because Hell is Us is coming to
Oof,
PC and
can't wait for that
consoles
one.
on September 4th.
All right. I think we're due another world premiere, don't you? This one's an action
I think we're due no more
set in
segment
Drop Dead Gorgeous
breaks.
cartoon world.
And it stars some very familiar faces.
Wait, is it us?
Maybe. Let's throw to someone who knows while I take this totally real phone call. Hello? Hi.
I'm not sold. Did you say princess?
Hey Laura, hey Matt. I'm super excited to be back on the Future Game
Baldur's
Show,
Gate
where I
3.
belong, and you are doing a fantastic job. Like I said to the producers when I was hosting, if you strike me down, this is live, isn't it? Oh, so yeah, New Tales reached out, and I am officially in their game.
Cool.
Actually, seeing you just reminded me, they're looking for a killer writer who can also perform. Let me call Jasmine. Look, it's fine. You're doing great for time.
Oh gosh.
Hey, Jazz.
Hi, Sam.
I've got a really cool gig. Want to join me in a game? If we're both in, I'm pretty sure Matt and Laura will be on board too.
Yeah, sure. I'll be in a game with you. But only
Writer
if
and
we
content. I never heard of her in my life.
next week, because our party could really use the barbarian.
All
Content creator, probably
I
a
guess
streamer,
we're all
right?
doing this. That was easy. So let's check out exactly what we're getting ourselves into.
Please, do let's. Ooh, I like the visuals already. The art style's neat. This is like Fury. Reminds me of Fury. Pre-alpha footage. Here we go with this stuff again. No longer as interested in the visuals anymore. I know it was just a cinematic sequence, but that's kind of like the traversal sequences with Fury. Fury, you got the the nameless protagonist that has the red cape and the white hair. It just looks a little. This just looks dated. It just looks like something you would see many years ago, Kind of like whimsical, cartoony animations as well. I don't know. It's just not really my thing. You've got puzzles, it looks like, which that's fun, but puzzles and combat, or puzzle platforming combat. I just don't know how much it would keep my attention for over a period of time. The world looks nice. Yeah, it just seems like a game made from another age. Fading Echo.
That's right, we're joining Samantha Bayard, yes, Karlek herself, and the awesome Jasmine Bular in Fading Echo.
Who is this chick? Not her, but the other one.
And you can wishlist it today on Steam
Next
or the
year?
Epic Game Store. Go,
Wow.
go, go, go.
We got another block of back-to-back trailers up next.
Segment's gonna break. Watch. This might be the 7th segment break. We'll find out. We could have been done with this probably 10 minutes ago.
To live in times
Who are these
of
little
peace.
bastards?
But our city is not without its
A modern
enemies.
JRPG-inspired epic.
The demons above and the beasts below. All right, let's do
Certainly retro-inspired.
You're going to be bishops too?
Through Shale, all things are possible.
You've got the bullet hell. Got the boss fights.
It's time the three of you learn the true purpose of the bishops. Listen up.
It's interesting because you just kind of go left to right, so I was wondering if there's gonna be like open world segments where you can travel, but oh, good block, and then you got hit in the face.
Easier after that. We gave you those robes for a reason.
The visuals are fantastic. I love the way it looks. It's just not a game style that I usually partake in, so it's called Sacrifier.
Of the church.
Is that what it says? Probably won't be playing that, but cool JRPG nonetheless. What's with this 80s music? Just to shoot 'em up. Oh, that's the intro before you go to the shite graphics. A game like this would be fun if we incorporated different game modes or things like that. Like, I get the story mode. I'm talking about like maybe some challenges or something that makes it different, you know? Not just the fact that, hey, they're gonna shoot in different patterns. It's a bullet hell. I would like to see some replayability or like a retention factor there. Like, the bosses look great. I mean, it looks cool. It just, I don't know. I mean, this is totally an arcade cabinet type game, you know? Truxton Extreme. Truxton, yeah, that's a classic. That is a classic. June 9th through 16th. You can play for a little bit. What is that? Hi-Fi Rush? Did they completely change the art style? That is, they just redid, they did something. That's Hi-Fi Rush. That's whatever his name is. I remember I beat this game on the hardest difficulty, got one of the rarest achievements, and did some lore on it, which I thought was pretty fun. That's what's his nuts. It's gotta be, right? Man, they kind of butchered it though. I don't know. I love the rhythm-based combat. Let's see, is this the same game? Because Tango Works was shut down, then it was bought by somebody else. They then launched. They started hiring people and had a whole thing. They're mentioning, hey, we've got a new game in the works. What is this kid's name? I can't remember his name. It started like with a C or something. Yep, that's the chick. This is totally a Hi-Fi Rush sequel or prequel or something. Linked. Banner of the Spark. Linked Banner of the Spark, okay. I have no clue what the hell the Hi-Fi Rush thing has to do with it, but those characters seem to be ripped from that game. I don't know if it's like a spiritual successor or prequel. These are totally, yeah, I was like, these are, yeah, super retro, man. Joe and Mac. Games were always hard as hell back then, too. Super broken and unfair. You could never make that jump, just so you know. Like, that thing kicked my ass every time. Uncensored and with new features. Oh! Rewind? What's the uncensored part? that. Bonk him. Pterodactyl. I love the little monkey. And the little monkeys. Sign up on Kickstarter. Joe and Mac Retro.
We're back, and you can wishlist all of those games by heading to
the Future Game Show Steam page.
I'm good on that.
Show's Steam page.
With that
I don't want to relive that frustration from those SNES era when the games were impossible to beat.
Directive 8020 is about a deep space mission to save humanity and the shape-shifting alien who gets in the way. Let's throw it over to Supermassive Games to find out more.
Did they say Supermassive Games? They sure did. We like this studio. This is going to be fantastic. I have seen stuff on this game. I forgot the name of it. It's a horror type game. I've only seen the cinematics, not too many in not too much in terms of the actual gameplay, but definitely a horror based game. Hopefully like the if it's truly a Supermassive game, like it's narrative style gameplay, maybe some combat. Oh, he's ugly. And I remember the dude is like, yep, he starts betraying everybody. Trust no one. If they could implement like some sort of thing. Okay, so we got Directive 8020, 2nd of October.
What if that went differently? Hey, I'm Will Doyle, creative director on Directive 8020, and I'm here to share with you a new feature that we've added for the first time in a Dark Pictures game.
Okay.
Turning Points is a new narrative system which allows you to go back and change the outcome of your choices. As with all our games, Directive 8020 has a branching story with multiple...
I would like to have those nodes available like on a replay. Like that, if they can, that's amazing. That's an amazing addition.
Decisions that you've made.
Ooh, I like that.
You can rewind to a pivotal point or decision, collect...
That's cool.
Or see how different choices would have played out. By the same token, your actions...
That'll be for our horror game October.
There's also a survivor mode setting that prevents you from rewinding,
but
still lets you view the decision tree. Turning Points will be available both digitally and physically for all copies
of the game
from when you start your very first mission.
I like the collectibles, those are cool. I'm all for that. My wife and I love these games, and that'll be for October, which is like the perfect month to play horror games. That's, yeah, I'm all in.
To rewind and change your choices to see
I love that.
in each branching
So Turning Points, that's going to be a huge mechanic. Something you definitely want to see in these types of games.
Go fix that.
Our next game is just as scary, but for entirely different reasons.
Uh-oh.
Cairn is a death-defying...
Oh, Cairn. Yeah, they have a demo out on that right now, as a matter of fact.
Here's the game makers to tell you more.
They do have a demo on this game right now.
Cairn is what we call a survival climber. Your goal is to climb a mountain and reach a summit no one has ever conquered. You can climb almost anywhere, and the climbing mechanics are highly realistic. You'll need to carefully manage your balance and stamina. Make a mistake, and you'll fall and get hurt. For the first time, we are also showing what it's like to climb at high altitudes. When you get up there, you'll face ice walls that require you to use...
I hate those ice holes.
Spikes.
Those suns.
But don't think you can just jam your tools into the ice. Ice climbing is precise. You'll need to aim for cracks and edges to
what?
Get a solid grip. Cairn's realistic climbing system...
I'm interested to see the stamina bar.
That means you can have one hand on the rock and the other using an ice tool. It's up to you to read the
I love how that robot is just effortlessly climbing this sheer mountain.
Cairn is coming up on PlayStation 5 and Steam later this year. You can already give it a try in the demo available on PC.
There is a demo. There's a demo right now. Oh, there's a demo on PS5 too. So weird.
Cairn is coming to PlayStation and PC later this year.
That or Lies of P. I think I'm gonna have to play Lies of P.
What's next, Matt?
But still pretty decent and looks fun.
Trailers. Here are two great games from our friends.
Game's ugly as hell. Retro inspired. That's what they say if the game is ugly. Whoa, this looks cool. Whoa. Good graphics. Is that just the lighting, or is her butt out? Why is this happening? Oh, she just has outside underwear. Code? Yeah, that's my password. That's my actual password for everything. You must survive. Oh. What the hell is that? Uncover the truth lies. Oh my, great angles. Good graphics. The worm thing. There's a T-Rex? Oh, that's sick. You can do fatalities? That would be fun. Ground Zero. Coming out. That's okay. Okay. Wish list now. That looks fun. That could be great if it comes out like the horror October. Horror Games October Showcase. Kick it. Get his bone. Kick it. Ugh. I found one of those things on my tomato plant the other day. That's what the hornworms turn into. Oh gosh, why did he hit it so hard? Curculio. Time Capsule says, hey, what's going on, Time Capsule? Welcome to the Future Game Show 2025 reaction. Live. Quite underwhelming, and the pre-recorded sequences have been underwhelming as well. Hark the what? Hark the Ghoul?
Hella is coming soon to PC, PlayStation, and
Oh
Xbox.
god,
Give it a wish
it's a
list.
rat. No, there's no way I'm playing that. That's a pass.
Moving swiftly
I have a
on.
phobia of mice and rats. No.
This is a psychological thriller where the protagonist is trapped inside their own home, and we're about to find out when you can play it.
That happens all the time.
Peggy 18.
That's gonna be good. And then it's like,
Can you distinguish?
yeah, I've seen the trailer for this, I think. Yeah, I was gonna say then it turns dark, and then you still see the
Do you trust
curtains.
What you see? What you hear?
Oh gosh,
When
refrigerator.
everything starts to
The
feel
refrigerator's broken.
to seem fake,
Questions.
like a trick.
Okay, no jump scare. This is a story about hope, dreams, secrets. Whoa! Love, fears, loss, regret, ghostesses, lies. Oh no, hell, death. Nothing else. That was just offbeat. Okay. Luto. I have the demo for this. As much as it takes. 7/22, baby. That's American for July 22nd. I have the demo for that. That's interesting.
Ludo is coming to PC, PS5, and Xbox. In the meantime, you can wishlist it on Steam or the Epic Game Store.
It's world premiere time again, and this next reveal arrives
World
with an
premiere,
introduction
my
from
ass.
a very special someone.
I'm sorry, world premiere. That's what I meant to say.
Hello, everyone.
Hey.
I'm excited to be a part of
Oh,
Future Game
Yoshida-san.
2025. There are so many amazing games coming out, and
Facts.
I'm very happy that I have a bit more time to play them these days.
Yep.
As many of you know, I have been a huge fan of the work of N-Dreams. Synapse is my favorite VR game of all time.
Really? I didn't know.
I'm honored to present this new groundbreaking title from the team.
Uh-oh. It's a VR horror. I don't know how I feel about that.
I shall see you on the show floor at the N-Dreams booth. So, it is my pleasure to introduce you to Reach.
Reach. Ooh. A lot of platforming, I can tell. In Dream's booth, that's what he said. Elevation? Oh, that's the 7th segment break. That reverted back to Luto. I mean, this is ridiculous, guys. There's been 7 segment breaks in this 90-minute show.
Xbox. In the meantime, you can wish list
That's ridiculous.
or the Epic Game Store.
Now I have to pretend to be excited again. No, but that is ridiculous. I watched the Summer Games Fest and the State of Play, and we had no issues of this kind.
Hello, everyone. I'm excited.
YouTube's experiencing techno streaming because we have alternative feeds on Twitch and FGS.
There are so many
That's not
amazing
true.
games coming out,
I stream on YouTube all the time. Don't blame it on YouTube.
Need more time to play them these days.
It's literally not doing anything. It's however, it's not. I don't think they're streaming it either. It's a pre-recorded show, and for whatever reason, the segments are just all screwed up. Don't blame YouTube on this.
Present this new groundbreaking title from the team. If you are at Summer Game Fest, I shall see you
Yeah, man.
on the show floor
Take care, Yoshida-san.
and Dreams Boost. So, it is my pleasure to introduce you
Can you imagine?
to Reach.
Now we got to see, like, so it's the 7th segment. They finally mentioned something, and I'm glad they did, because that's getting a little out of hand. Okay, End Dreams. Let's see if it goes beyond. Elevation, and I was like, oh, there's lots of platform elevation. Platforming. Yeah, parkour simulator in space, and also, well, I don't know, that's Italy or something. Nice. Just rip out its spinal cord. I like that. Some combat. Shoot. Yep. Duck. Iron. What's it called? Captain America shield. Nice. I do like that they mixed combat in with the parkour because
To the annoyance of the duck detective,
You've got
he
it.
is joined by a new partner in soul.
you've got to be
Freddy the crocodile.
me.
Work together to unravel the truth and nibble on
That was actually interesting.
Right now, we're working.
Now
on
we're looking at some stupid duck.
update that is coming out later this year.
We're very excited for you to play. The
What
game
is
out on
this?
Steam, Nintendo Switch, Xbox One, and Series XS.
The duck game?
Thanks for watching, and we hope
I was
you
watching
enjoy
some
the
cool
rest of the
parkour combat game. Now I don't even know the name of it. It could have been Reach, could have been whatever the hell else. Duck Detective. Okay, cool. Shadow Drop.
Detective, the ghost of glamping has already waddled its way onto PC and consoles, so go check it out if you haven't already.
Never heard of this
Okay,
game.
we've had plenty of
And it
exciting
interrupted
news
an
so
actual
far,
good game.
But how about a rhythm roguelike from the maestros behind Patapon?
Roguelite.
Get on your dance
Roguelite.
shoes, folks, because Ratatan is up next.
Ratata Arts. Alright. This is like the shows we used to watch when we were kids. I like the graphics. Is that the guy from My Hero Academia? The crow dude? Looks like games of the past. Time Capsule. It's ironic that you say that because your name is Time Capsule. But yes, many of these games look dated. This game looks great though. It looks cool. The music would drive me crazy though. Rhythm-based combat, so that's cool. It's a roguelite, so you're gonna have, you know, replayability in there. You got the dude from My Hero Academia kind of like narrating everything. You got this crazy game show, like Japanese game show music going on. I love it. Welcome to Rataport, Ratata Arts. Ratata. I like it. Dark Ratatatans. Every light casts a shadow. Ratatatata. That's all they say. I love that. If that's literally the depth of the lore, I'm in. Kick his ass. Nice. The boss fights look really good. Oh. Rat-tat-tat. The boss fights look fun. Again, they're showcasing so many different boss fights, and those look quite fun indeed. Rhythm-based combat's always an interesting thing, honestly, with Hi-Fi Rush. Early access 725.
Ratatan is coming to Steam Early Access on
Ratatan,
July
okay, my
25th.
bad.
But there's a free demo available on Steam if you want to give it a try.
And we're following that bombshell with a new trailer for Agatha Christie, Death on the Nile.
What?
An interactive 70s twist on the beloved detective mystery.
Agatha Christie? Haven't heard that name in a while.
Can't be. It's Hercule Poirot.
Golly, look at that crease. Agatha Christie's Death on the Nile. Reimagined in the 70s?
Monsieur Poirot, I guess you know why I asked you to come.
Because your voiceover doesn't match your lips.
And can you confirm that all the passengers are present for the meal?
Yes, we keep the list. Everyone is here.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh.
I'm sorry to disrupt what promised to be a beautiful day.
Karnak.
But I have
I've heard that
some
before.
terrible news.
Well, I've heard Karnak, but where?
But we must stay calm if we want to find the culprit. I have a strong
70s
idea
style
of the situation.
reimagining of Death of the Nile story.
You got here quickly. I've just finished my latest case.
2 detectives, 1 answer.
Let's see what I can find.
But someone
Disco.
is lying to me. It is a big case, Miss Royce. A dangerous one.
This would be a game like
What do we have here?
for mobile or Nintendo Switch or something. That would make more sense, you know? It's got a semi-smooth look, but the animations are a little stiff. Visuals are fine. Again, animations are a little odd. When you're actually moving, cutscenes are okay. But you saw him running. He looks like he's got his stick squarely placed in his. So, September 25th, cool.
Agatha Christie, Death on the Nile is coming to PC and consoles in September of 2025, but you can wishlist it now on Steam or the Epic Game Store.
I'll pass. We're gonna do a player pass after the show's done.
Let's just say you're gonna flip.
What the heck is that? Is that Elijah Wood in the back? I know this music. Is this the neighbor? That's Elijah Wood. Dressed up like Dracula. There he is. Is this that Neighbor? Hello Neighbor series? It's hard to tell. Scooby-Doo? No way. House Flipper Scooby-Doo. Coming this blank. It doesn't even say. Scoobtober.
Zoinks, Laura! House Flipper 2 Scooby-Doo is meddling its way onto PC and consoles this
Like zoinks.
Scooptober.
Now we're starting to close in on the end of the show, but not before we show you
There's no way.
our final ones to watch deep dive.
Our team behind the scenes.
Ones to watch. Alright, let's see if it's actually worth the damn this time.
Insight into Mafia, the old country.
Mafia the Old Country. We've heard about that a million times on all the shows. Oh, he missed.
The Old Country is both a prequel to the original Mafia
It's a
trilogy.
prequel and a
It also
sequel.
sets things up for what might be to come in the future, going back to 1900 Sicily, so the birth of not just the Mafia game, but also
It's a Mafia game?
Mafia itself, back to where organized crime first really came from.
Oh, really? Is that so? That's not very nice. Organized crime, huh?
Trying to make his way in the Sicilian Mafia. As a child, he's worked in the sulfur mines, sold there by his parents, a really horrible...
Ooh, I like that.
Which unfortunately happened back in those days. So he doesn't know family, he doesn't really know love. He
I don't like
escapes,
this.
he
I don't like
falls in
working for
with
money. I'd rather
Tracy,
do
finds
gangster
family,
stuff.
And then this game really...
Shoot.
this
There you
story
go.
shows his rise through the ranks as he goes from being this impoverished...
They went full Godfather too, though. On the there's like a grandpa guy.
Moved to Unreal Engine 5, which is
Went total
really
grandfather too. He's like,
incredible things with the
you wanna be
characters,
part of
the
this family.
landscapes, with the cinematics.
He went
Every single
full
aspect of the
Godfather
game has
too.
undergone a significant graphical upgrade. Mafia's always been about
Looks
pushing
good. The
technology
other Mafia game, I
to
played like the
do
first
the best
few.
in cinema. It's
I didn't
compelling, exciting.
play to completion, but I did enjoy them.
Really makes what's already an emotional story
They're good
even
games. I mean, they have good combat. They have great storylines. It's just I don't like super realistic settings and period pieces necessarily. I like fantasy elements in the games. Medieval fantasy, sci-fi fantasy, something. It needs to be something
which shows a key moment in Enzo's story.
Peggy 18.
The reason why Peggy turned 18. Because of Mafia.
Come forward.
You get it now? Listen. Let me tell you something to you. Man. Sir?
All of the men in this room are bound by blood. This is a family. And in this family, we follow a code of honor.
Mm-hmm.
It's a way of life. A brotherhood.
You're here because of your deeds and the assertions of those who stand at your side.
This life is one of secrecy. If you make a friend, meet a woman, they must not know about our thing.
Except they always get involved, and yeah, good luck.
It is not forgiving.
Good luck.
To betray one is to betray all. Do you wish to commit yourself, your life, to this family?
This is the trailer?
Yes.
I preferred the trailer that we received from the Summer Games Fest. It was a little more action-packed, had a lot more story elements going, some in-game footage as well. But this is like me watching a movie, which is what the games are like. Largely cinematic, there's really fun action scenes and things like that. I enjoy the games. It's just not my cup of tea, you know? That's not a game that I do want to spend 60 hours on, 100 hours on. Oh gosh. Okay. Why there? Why? On the lip? That's the dumbest place. And that hurts. Could have cut my hand.
To become a man of honor, repeat these words.
Panakamanana? What he just said? Panakamanana.
To this family.
I swear my loyalty.
Like, bro, you cut my lip with a rusty dagger.
My flesh must burn like this saint if I do not keep my oath.
The trailer, again, showcasing the cinematic qualities of the game, but they could have done a little bit more to showcase the environment and, you know, things like that. For a technical showcase, more so than just the trailer. We know there's going to be like a, hey, sign in kind of thing. Agree to the Brotherhood.
Welcome, Enzo.
Be like, the picture didn't burn. Is that okay? Am I still in?
Salute.
Salute.
Subtlety or salute? Hopefully both. Mafia, the Old Country. August 8th.
Take a trip to Sicily when Mafia the Old Country lands on August 8th for PC,
It's just-
PlayStation, and Xbox.
It's slow.
Next on our
So
docket
cinematic.
is a developer presentation for Tenet of the Spark. If you haven't seen it all over social media, this is a time-hopping brawler
Never
where
seen
you
it.
solve puzzles and crush enemies across 3 distinct timelines.
Oh, cool. I see now. Cyberpunk, Nordic, and like, was it Mayan or
I'm
something?
Artem, the game director at Rogue Games, a small indie team scattered around the globe. We're making our
Yeah,
first game, Tenet of the Spark. The true.
Oh, great.
My loyalty to this family.
The 9th segment break.
My flesh must burn like this saint if I do not keep my oath.
Tenet the Spark, right? Oh my god, and it stopped burning.
Must burn like this saint if I do not keep my oath.
And close. 9 segment breaks in 90 minutes. I don't know the math. I'm just kidding. That's pretty awesome. Coming August 8th this year. Whoa, we get the Soldado pack.
Take a trip
Sold.
to Sicily when Mafia of the Old Country lands on August 8th for PC, PlayStation, and Xbox.
Next on our docket is a developer presentation for Tenet of the Spark. If you haven't seen it all over social media, this is a time-hopping brawler where you solve puzzles and
I've never
crush
heard of this
enemies
game in my
across
life.
3 distinct timelines.
The visuals look fantastic though. When the Nordic dude was slamming down, bam, that looked cool. Hit, heavy, gruesome.
I'm Artem, the game director at Rogue Games, a small indie team scattered around the globe. We're making our first game, Tenet of the Spark.
The true power of the spark.
This is Rick Flag.
We
Whoa!
fight bad guys over 3 timelines.
Ow.
Present day, the Viking Age, and the Aztec civilization.
Aztec.
All at the same time. You got it, right?
Ancestor, I need you.
So we've got Kratos, an Aztec dude, and a modern dude. That's pretty cool.
With tricky enemy types and solve puzzles.
Puzzles, okay. Do the puzzles cross time though?
Like, how the hell does this black boxer have a Viking for the great grandpa? Or why does this train car turn
It
into a giant
does.
rock? And the biggest question is, why did they risk it all with such a difficult project? Because we wanted to play a game, but...
Ugh, it skipped again. That's 10 skips. We don't even know when that game will come out, but that looked cool. That was a maybe for me, a strong maybe. Oh god. Oh, that is terrible. Okay, what? Puppet dude? BioShock maybe? Whoa, I like that gun. The fact that we missed Tenet the Spark, that's unfortunate. I love how you reload and it's all like through your blood. That's cool. All of them seem to be like marionettes or puppets, which is kind of interesting. This game is loud as balls too. Is this Painkiller?
Consumed in your flames for all eternity. Now,
Please don't skip. I want to know what this game is.
Crisol.
Crisol? Crisol.
Holy moly, that was good.
You're telling me. Crisol Theater of Idols is coming to PC, Xbox, and PS5 later this year. And your Steam wish lists in just a few moments, probably.
I hate to say it, Matt, but I think we've arrived at the final trailer.
Okay, well,
We missed Tenet the Spark, just so you guys know.
Okay, I'm thinking we both look into that camera right there,
Okay.
and we're both sad that the show's over. But it's okay, because that last trailer's really cool, and so the folks
You're a
will
weirdo.
be happy, and we've done a good job, I think. So, does that work?
You know, sounds
I'm not sold.
Please enjoy our final world premiere.
It's fine, Joker. It's already over. That's interesting, though.
I liked it.
Yeah, it's fun.
We're already at the end. No need to change. It would take way too much time.
Daughters of Hortus, to these blessed halls of
Please be something good. Is this the final world premiere?
have been chosen, honored to the parish, to serve the will of Mother.
Mothers, daughters, sisters, brothers?
So come, step forward. Let us see what flowers she's given us. Such radiant blooms, so full of promise.
Very interesting.
I must confess it.
Storytelling.
You shan't be entering the garden today.
It's all cinematics right now. We haven't seen any in-game footage.
Take heart, faithful ones. The garden must still be tended. And tonight, you will be sown!
Okay. Can we please get a taste of the gameplay? Ritual Tides. Okay.
No. Hold on. I've got something to show you.
Yes. When? Yeah.
I bet you didn't expect that, did you?
I like the console release. Exclusive gameplay revealed this August. Okay. At the Future Game Show. Okay.
That was your first look at Ritual Tides.
Nice.
A terrifying odyssey where you tango with Lovecraftian terrors. Wishlist it now because it's coming soon to PC.
Okay,
We'll have
then I
full
like
gameplay
that.
revealed during the next future game show in August,
Lovecraftian
so
terror.
mark your calendars for that. However, that does mean we've reached the very end of this year's summer showcase.
Don't go anywhere though, because FGS Live from Los Angeles airs right after this, with even more exclusive trailers, developer deep dives, and world premieres.
We'd like to thank everybody who has
All
tuned in
right.
to the summer showcase, as well as the dream-weaving developers who put their all into those amazing.
We are
trailers.
going to remove that. Quiet them up as well. So Joker says, what a bunch of boring games. Kind of waste time. Much better off playing Liza P DLC right now. So I found that interesting. It was the most underwhelming of all the shows I've seen so far. But with that, let's go into the Future Game Show 2025, the Inhuman Ones Play or Pass. So what games are we going to choose to play? What games are we going to pass? So I have a list here. You can see I've made tons of notes here. And so we'll be going over each of them, and I'll tell you which games I choose to play and which ones I probably am going to pass because they're just not games that we find very interesting, not really in alignment with what I feature on the channel regularly, or just they didn't appeal to me in any way. So first and foremost, we do have The Expanse Osiris Reborn. That is going to be a pass for me. It didn't seem to have a lot of gameplay footage that I saw that was very like telling or important, or like that made it seem like unique in any way. There is kind of cover-based shooting and whatever else, but again, not really too interested in it, so I will pass on The Expanse Osiris Reborn. Echoes of the End, coming out summer 2025. That did seem, if I'm not mistaken, that was like some sort of horror type game. That's definitely going to be a play for me. Whispers in the Fog is going to be a pass for me. Seven Deadly Sins Origin is going to also be a pass for me. The Finals Season 7, never heard of that in my life. Also got interrupted by one of the 10 segment breaks during the Future Game Show. So that was also going to be a pass for me because I didn't see anything of it. And also it was interrupted and it doesn't necessarily seem like my kind of game. When it comes to the Herdling, that's coming out summer 2025. There is a demo out now if you want to check it out, but that's going to be a pass for me. Seems kind of, from my opinion, going to be a little boring. Not something that's going to keep my attention for very long. Sleep Awake, it's cool because of the creators behind it, but honestly, that is coming out 2026. Not a game that I feel like I'm really going to enjoy very much. They're going for like this really surreal, gritty kind of look that has been done many times before. We've had games about sleep and death and things already that have like that kind of style and art style, aesthetic, whatever, and it's just not new. And it's Blumhouse Games. We've seen some trash Blumhouse movies. Can only imagine they're going to be funding some games that don't perform very well either. Sleep Awake might be all right, but it's not a game that I necessarily want to play. That's a pass for me. Eric's Home is a stealth puzzle game that's coming out July 15th of this year. Although it does look pretty neat, it's a period piece without really any fantasy elements, which I really love about games. This one doesn't seem to have too many, so I don't think it would just be a good fit for me in terms of the setting and the premise. So that's going to be a pass for me. The Explorator has an early access available now. That is a pass for me. I will not be playing that. Constance is a Metroidvania that has a demo out right now, and on November 24th of this year, it will be launching. That's going to be a play for me. Obviously, it may not be a day one play because I have so many other games on my list, but as a Metroidvania fan, being one of my favorite genres, the boss fights look fantastic, the visuals look good, you can pogo. It's the closest thing to the Silk Song we'll never get. Titan Quest 2 looks fantastic. It's something like a Diablo-inspired kind of game. I've never played the Titan Quest series. I've heard of it, never knew that it was like a Diablo-inspired kind of format of game. And so Titan Quest 2 has no microtransactions. Early access is going to be coming out very soon. And summer of 25, the actual game will come out, and then soon after it will follow on consoles. I probably won't be playing it until it gets out on consoles, but Titan Quest 2 is going to be a play for me. Call of the Elder Gods is kind of the tried and true that we've seen so many times, the tried, overdone cliche of like first person read books, go crazy, Elder Gods, Lovecraftian stuff that never really seems to deliver. So Call of the Elder Gods is going to be a pass for me. Ascendant is also going to be a pass for me. I don't even have any notes on it. I don't remember anything about it. So Veil of the Witch will also be a pass for me. That does have early access out now if you guys are interested. Popucom is coming out June 2nd, which is like the past. So I don't know. Game looks like it's designed for another era. The boss fights look interesting, and they covered kind of like different little genres where you can use screens, you can do like side scrolling sequences, rail shooting, things like that. But it's just not a game that I'm really interested in. The Fireman game got interrupted like 4 times, and the 10 times were interrupted in the 90-minute sequence of the Future Game Show 2025. So I wouldn't play it anyways. Looked terrible. Looked like a mobile game. Bureau of Fantastical and Arcane Affairs did look pretty fun. I like the premise. You're kind of the hero is the inspector going into and investigating, inspecting the villains like layers and things like that. It seems kind of cutesy, fun, kind of lighthearted. That would be something we play if it was really, really slow, but it's not slow, so that's a pass for me. The WTF or Waifu Tactical Force does have a open kind of player test region that they have accessible right now if you guys want to check it out. It's apparently a movement-based shooter plus a builder or base builder. I didn't see that part of it because the trailer got interrupted so many times, but that's a pass for me. Hirogami is coming out September 3rd, 2025. The demo is out now, but it's not a game that I really want to play. It's just about like folding paper. You can change your form, do different puzzles. It's a puzzle platformer / it does have combat. So again, not very interesting to me. It looks fine, but it's not something that I'll be playing. Eve Frontier does have founder access available now. The game itself is one of those that really relies largely on the player base to build and create the experience. That's just not my kind of play style, so I will not be playing that. In terms of Formula Legends, that's literally like one of the weirdest looking games. It's just one of those like F1 type games that but it's just terrible graphics. It also has these really strange like visuals in terms of the graphics. Like animations are weird. I don't know what the intended demographic is for that game. That is a definite pass for me, but the reason why I'm ranting about it is because like who's the intended demographic? Who's gonna buy that? The children of the people that like Formula One racing? I don't know. It's weird. The demo is out now. Play it at your own risk. Catastrophe looks like a pretty fun little kind of retro-inspired game. The bosses look cool. The platform looks fun. Looks like you can transform. Looks like there's quite a bit of things going on the screen at any given time. Looks fun, but that'll be a pass for me. Phase Zero is also going to be a pass for me. Same goes for Bloodgrounds. All of these games I don't even have very much in my memory that reminds me of how good or bad they are. They're just not memorable, and when I saw them and wrote them down, I did not mark them as a play, so not interested. How to Escape, also going to be a pass for me. That game does come out on June 24th, so this month. Ahoy is a Kickstarter title that God knows when that will come out, but I'm certainly not going to be playing that. That will be a pass for me. They didn't show one shred of gameplay. It was all very cinematic, very, I don't know, the very reused kind of scenes you always see in any kind of naval game where you just see a bunch of ships. You see dudes walking on the ships. You see dudes walking, landing in the docks. It's just nothing new there. What is the gameplay? What is the premise? What is the game going to actually play like whenever we're are we building the ships? Are we navigating the ships? Are we exploring new lands? Are we building, like economies? I don't know. It just looks stupid. That's a pass for me. Flickshot Rogues looked fun. It is going to be on PC. There's a demo out now, but I won't play it. That's going to be a pass for me. Under Par is a golf game. It's kind of like a golf tycoon kind of game. You can build the perfect golf course, blah, blah, blah. That's a pass for me. There's no way I'm playing anything like that. Ascend to Zero is, again, I was mixed on that one because the visuals were just everywhere. But the gameplay looked pretty action-packed, fast-paced, but that's going to be a pass for me. It is out on PC if you're interested. Animal Kind is certainly not going to be a game I play. You're little animals that then jump into mechs. That makes no sense. I'm not going to be playing that. It's a pass for me. Don't Wake the Beast. That is a game I will be playing. That's going to be out only on PC, but I do have the Steam Deck, and it definitely looks Steam Deck compatible. You're going to be like a thief trying to steal from a dragon's lair. And the more weight and the more stuff you try and steal, the more noise you make. If you make too much noise, the dragon then tries to get you. I absolutely love that. That's going to be lots of fun. So Don't Wake the Beast is a play for me. Joker says, Ahoy is fake just to take money from people asking for funding based on cinematic. Yeah, if anyone does that, that's kind of on you. You don't ever judge a book by its cover, guys, especially when it comes to these games asking for the money up front and sharing no gameplay. That is very questionable, and it's a terrible decision in terms of marketing. I mean, it's good if you're wanting to really just scam someone for some cash, but if you really want to deliver an experience, you don't lead with a CG cinematic, or if you do, you include some gameplay footage. So that's very disappointing. Let's see. Worship is, again, the visuals look fantastic. It's apparently inspired by like Pikmin and stuff, but it has like a lot of like the whole devil, satanic type imagery stuff. I don't really, the culty type stuff. I don't really like dabbling with that, so that's going to be a pass for me. Scum looks hilarious. That looks like a game that if you had a few beers, you would definitely want to play. That's coming out June 17th. At least the version 1.0, I believe. And yeah, that's kind of going to be an interesting one. I'm going to pass, but I would love to see people play that and see how much fun it is. Deathground, Bloodgrounds, Deathground. Deathground's also a pass for me. I don't even remember it. I don't have any notes on it. Hell is Us is coming out September 4th of this year. I will be playing Hell is Us. That is going to be coming out on consoles and PC and all that. So that game is something I've been interested in and been following for a while. I will be playing that. It's going to be a play for me. Fading Echo is coming out, it looks like 2026. I don't have any other notes on it. That's a pass for me. Sacrifice is the JRPG that's coming out. It's kind of like the retro inspired. Going to pass on that. Trucks and Extreme. We do have the ability to play the demo from June 9th to June 16th, I believe. I will be passing on that as well. That is not a play for me. Linked Banner of the Spark. What in the hi-fi rush is going on there? Did the Tango Works like somehow like create the characters, or did they pull them from there? Is it in the same universe? I'm so confused about that game. Linked Banner of the Spark. I have no clue what the hell is going on there. Are those the same characters from Hi-Fi Rush? Is it and in any way related to Hi-Fi Rush? I don't know. I honestly don't care too much. I did love the first game, but whatever this game is, it's going to be a pass for me. Joe and Mac Retro is an absolute pass for me. Retro games at this point in the Kickstarters, it's an actual game that existed, so there's no way I'm going to support that. I can just go buy the original. So that's a no for me. It's a pass. Directive 8020 is from Supermassive Games. It comes out the 2nd of October of this year. It's going to have this really cool feature where you can have turning points and rewind, go back to those turning points and explore the branching options. That is going to be a game that my wife and I will certainly play. That is, again, a play for me, Directive 8020. Cairn is interesting. I would play it if it was a lot slower. We have way too many announcements coming out at this point in time, and way too many shadow drops, too many games I have covering, and I have now 3 channels to manage. So Cairn is, although the demo is out now, I will not be playing just because I don't have the time. And it's not necessarily a game that I would explore normally. It would be one that I would explore if I had tons of time and I'm like interested in trying like a new indie kind of passion project, but at this point I don't have the time. I have to focus on some of the bigger projects like Lies of P, etc. So we'll be jumping into that a little bit later today, as a matter of fact. When it comes to Ground Zero, that's a wish list now kind of game. I did mark that as play. I'm going to be honest, I don't remember what it is, but that's a play for me. Ground Zero is a play. I don't recall. I think it had to do with it was some weird like post-apocalyptic thing. Maybe not. I don't remember. Hark the Ghoul was when things started getting a little wonky on the segment breaks that we had in the show. That's a pass for me. Hella is also a pass for me. Luto, although it's coming out in June 22nd, is a horror game that will also be a pass for me. Reach is going to be a pass for me as well. I do believe that was interrupted multiple times. Didn't really get to see it to the full extent, but it's fine. The Duck Detective is going to be a pass for me as well. That is out now if you guys want to check it out. Ratatan is coming out on the 25th, and there's also some early access on Steam if you want to check it out. That's going to be a pass for me. It's the rhythm-based kind of colorful, loud game. Agatha Christie Death on the Nile is coming out September 25th of this year. That's going to be a pass for me. Looks like it should be a game that's like played on the iPad or something. I think that would be a better demographic. But who knows? There's a lot of fans of the Agatha Christie series anyway. So Scooby-Doo House Flipper is an absolute pass for me. That's coming out October 25th of this year, or October of this year, I should say. And then we have Creasol. So I don't know what we missed. I feel like we missed quite a bit, but Mafia Old Country's coming out August 8th. That's a pass for me. Tenet of the Spark is a pass for me. And whatever came after was quite interesting because I don't know if we skipped anything from Tenet of the Spark and beyond, but I do know that Creasol Theater of Idols, which is coming out this year, looks fantastic, and I will be playing that. That is an absolute play for me. The same goes for Ritual Tides, which apparently has Lovecraftian horror in it, and it's coming out on consoles. There's going to be more information on the August future game show, so I'll be looking into that for some gameplay footage of Ritual Tides, but that is an absolute play for me. So out of that 90-minute show, we had about 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, we had about 9 plays, which is a pretty good turnout, but honestly, many of the news things were kind of, the announcements, I should say, were underwhelming, not things that I was really too excited about. The most excited that I was about games I've already heard of, which would be like Hell Is Us, Directive 8020, and things like that. Echoes of the End was one that I had not heard of that I need to go back. That's a definite play for me. I marked it as. And Echoes of the End, Ground Zero, Creasol, Theater of Idols, and Ritual Tides are the absolute most excited that I have been about the future game show. I do need to go back and check what those first 2 were, though, just so I can kind of get my memory going. But considering there was about 30 to 40 announcements, and I've done 3 game shows in the past 3 days, they're all kind of merging right now. But I hope you guys enjoyed it. That's another Inhuman reaction to the Future Game Show 2025. I hope you all enjoyed it. If you want to see more content like this, be sure to subscribe not only to the live channel, but also my reaction channel, where I'll break it down in different pieces for you guys so you can kind of digest it a little easier. Not only that, but if you want to see early access to these reaction videos, you can become a member on my reaction channel. If you want to see me play these games live, then you're in the right place. I'm going to be playing Lies of P DLC and taking on the alligator crocodile thing here before long. So tonight we'll be playing that. I've got 2 Guinness left in the fridge, so that's what's going to power me through that fight and hopefully the rest of the DLC. I don't know how long it is. I heard it's anywhere from 20 hours or so, so it's going to be a little while. So it might be the rest of the weekend project that we do, beating that game, that DLC. Anyways, you guys are awesome. I want to say thank you so much for joining me today. And of course, thank you for being the best part of my channel. And until next time, it's the Inhuman One signing out.